In the world today, all you hear about in today's world is negativity. Negativity. Turn on the news. Now, I don't know how many channels of news you got on satellite TV, but someone told me there's around 100 news channels. To me, that's way too much. But you turn on the news, turn on your TV, and it's all negativity. There's nothing positive about the world news. It's always negative. Well, it's so negative. We live in such a negative world. We tend to forget just how bright it can be. Let's speak of television. Now, when I was growing up in the 1970s, the biggest TV, the largest screen, was only about 30 inches because that's all they could make them. Even a big, nice living room, a big, how would you want to call it? A huge outfit. It was only about 30-inch screen. That's all you had because the TVs were just too big, tube type. So there was no 60-inch. My grandma had a floor model. We didn't have a floor model. We had I think we had a 21-inch. But even my grandma's TV, it was the glass, back then it was glass. Glass screen was only about 30 inches. Now that's measured diagonally. But with technology, I looked it up. The maximum you can order is 115. Think of that. I'm pausing for traffic. The crack of dawn. I woke up early. Yeah, I did a Google search. The maximum right now on the market, you order it, is 115 inches. That's a huge TV. And another gain, they're paper thin. That had been impossible, and it was impossible in my days. Now, you see how positive that is? Television technology is mind blown. How good it has got. Now you can put a TV anywhere. Hang it on a wall. Watch it in your van. Watch it in your backyard. You couldn't do that. You could not do that in my days. Everything was tube type. And that was a huge flaw. Because back in my days, you heard this often. You'd hear your neighbor talk or someone. You'd hear, yeah, the horizontal went out on my TV set. Back then, you just didn't go buy a brand new TV. No, back then you went to a repairman. You went to a repair shop. A couple times we'd take our TV to the repair shop, and the guy would take the body, the chassis. Came to say the war. Well, you crack out. It's too early for me. He'd take the back cover off and put the tube in there. Now, you always had to stand on the 1-inch rubber mat because of the high voltage. Put a tube in there, put the cover back on and test it. We was ready to go home. But today, it's just nothing. You just throw it in the garbage can and go get you a brand new one. And another gain. See how positive this video is? Another gain. It don't cost an arm and a leg today. No. You say you pay $400. Now, $400, I looked at Walmart. That's a really nice TV for $400. You're getting a lot more, a lot more, a lot more, a lot more bang for your buck today. Oh, God. HELL, yes. You're getting a ton more bang for your buck today in 2026. You're getting a lot more than if you'd bought that TV back in the 1970s. Oh, there's no comparison. TV design has went to the moon. Now it's even sharper. You got 4K. You don't realize how lucky you are today. With all the negativity, blinding you, that's about the size of it. Everybody's blinded by the negativity. You're so blinded, you do not see the positive coming at you head on. And that's a tragedy. Just the way the world is. Technology and the world is really on two different sides. But the technology has got much greater. It's on your side. Now you got menus on your TV you can program. That was impossible back in my days. That did not even exist. When you bought a TV back in the 1970s, it was only 3 channels, non-expandable. Impossible. 3 channels. Then you had your UHF, but that was really no good because it's only like one station, WXIX, Covington, Kentucky, channel 19, but that was on UHF and that didn't come on real good. But basically, your main channel was just 3. Now, with your TV technology and the menus on your screen, you got hundreds. So you see the positivity in this video? You got it good today. If you erase all the negativity out in front of you, it blinds you to see how good you got it today. You got it good. What I'm looking at, now I'm older than most of you. You don't realize how good you got it. My aunt said that before she died. And my mom's sister in 2008, I was explaining to her about a little technology. She was in her 70s. So, she really didn't get into technology. So I was explaining to her. Now, this is 2008 and it was still good. And she actually said this, quote, "What on earth are people complaining about today?" That's what she actually said. What on earth are people complaining about it today? From what you told me, life is good. But when it comes to your camcorders, your TV set, now I was sitting on my laptop and she sat down and I was explaining this stuff to her. You got it. I mean, now it's, some years later, you don't realize how good you got it. And that's exactly what she was saying in 2008. Why she said complaining, some church members where she went to church were kind of I don't know what that noise is. Some of the people that she knew at church were kind of complainers. You know how people are. She went there every Sunday, and there was some of the newer people that kind of was on the complaining side, and she kind of stayed away from them. That's why she mentioned that. She never did like to be around people that complains. And it just, from what I explained to her, she said, wow. She didn't go to Walmart. When she went shopping, it was grocery shopping. She didn't go through Walmart looking at other stuff. She just, she's in her 70s. She just go grocery shopping. So this time I sort of, in her mind, I took her around. Well, she was looking at my screen on my laptop of all the stuff, what you can get now. And she said, my God, people, and I'm quoting her. She said, my God, she said, people's got it good today. That was in 2008. It's even got better now in 2026. So, yeah, you got life. Oh my God. When it comes to technology, you got it a million times good today. Just don't let the negativity blind you. That negativity is a dark light, and even darkness can blind you. It can blind you from all the good coming at you. Open your eyes. Look around. See how good you really got it. I mean, good. Good. Best. Good. However you want to say it. Amazing. But I think the greatest, I hate to use the word comeback. I think the greatest thing in my eyesight, in my lifetime, has been television. To me, that's been the greatest improvement. And it has really, really improved. TVs went to the moon. The technology, the advancement is just so beautiful. What you can do with TV now. They're paper thin. They weigh nothing. They're just so, now, they're different. You can get plasma. I don't know the difference between plasma screens. You got LC. You got, oh Lord, there's just so many. And that's another great thing. You got a selection of what you want now. You're not stuck. Back in my days, in the 1970s, you were stuck. Today, you're not stuck. You got a wide selection of television sets. Huge. See how bright the light is? How good you got it? You got to open those eyes. Don't let the darkness close them. I mean, you got it good today. Trust me. Like I said a moment ago, I'm older than you. I've been around longer. I've seen it. I've seen the past. Now I'm looking at the future of TV. You just don't realize, God, you got it good today. My aunt sat there and said that. My God, or how does she say it? What on earth? She said, people's got it good today. Good, good, good. Now, it was in 2008. It's even got better technology. TV design is even getting better. Yeah, you got it you have it a million times easier than what I had it when I was a teenager in the 1970s. When it comes to TV, you got it a million times easier. I don't agree with all the programming, all this language on TV shows. I don't agree with that at all. Now, I'm not talking about the shows, programs. I'm talking about the television itself, the technology. Oh, you got it a million times better than what I had it. You just got to open those eyes and look. Oh my God, you got it good today. Good, 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 good. I mean, she even repeated herself. My aunt. I was showing her the pictures like from Walmart. Even in 2008, you could buy nice TV sets. She said, I think she said, my land? She had her slang to her. She said, what on earth? She said, my God. She said, quoting her, she said, my God, people's got it good today. Good. I said, I know. Oh, I know. It's right there in front of us.